G'day everybody, it's Matt from Lawnporn. Get your lawn on. Today's video we're talking about pre-emergent herbicides and using them in early autumn. Let's get your lawn on. Pre-emergents are absolutely the best thing that you can do for your lawn. It is using a herbicide to stop the weeds from germinating. So you won't see the weeds germinate, and that's the real bonus about pre-emergent herbicides. It's stopping those weed seeds from germinating. You won't see the weed, and it's fantastic because, yeah, then all you'll see is good grass. Now, the pre-emergent herbicide that I use is Embargo. Basically, you spray it down 50 mils per the 100 square meters and then water it in. You can also add a soil surfactant such as moist, a soil wetter, just help that product get in. You water it in lightly, about 6 mils, like about 15-20 minutes on my sprinklers, just to get the product in the upper levels of the soil profile, and that way it is working at the weed seed level. It stops the weed seeds from germinating, and then you won't see weeds. In the field just across the road from me here, there's just a huge amount of winter grass that pops up during the winter. So I don't want winter grass in my lawn, and winter grass is what I'm targeting by doing an early autumn pre-emergent herbicide. Basically, if winter grass does come up, it's a real problem. You have to identify it early with a post-emergent herbicide. If you let it grow and get to like seed level and it's all mature and everything, it's going to be probably too late for any post-emergent herbicides to be really effective. And those seeds will spread and cause more winter grass. It's a real problem. I have to really use a pre-emergent because across the road here is a field of every type of weed you could possibly imagine, but winter grass is very prevalent in the cooler season, so I don't want that coming over here, so hence why I'm using a pre-emergent herbicide. So let's go straight into using the pre-emergent herbicide. Get your lawn on. For couch and a lot of other grasses as well, using a pre-emergent herbicide to protect against things like winter weeds is a perfect solution really, because you're preventing the weeds from coming up. Prevention is better than cure. It is much better to stop the weed before it grows rather than have it emerge and have to deal with it that way. Winter grass especially is quite hard to eradicate once it emerges, because a lot of people don't realise that you've got to get it very early in its growth for post-emergent herbicides to be effective on winter grass. Once the winter grass grows too much before people realise and start seeding, it's probably all too late. A post-emergent isn't going to be very effective on that. Pre-emergent herbicide really is the way to go. The pre-emergent I'm using today is Embargo herbicide. That's available from toolroom.com.au. I'll put a link in the description. It is very orange. It's 50 mils per 100 square meters. I'm going to put 100 mils of moist in it. I've got the Asatu sprayer today. So what I'm going to do is leave the filter basket in, and I'm going to put half the amount of water I'm going to use. Now I know that there's nothing else in this Embargo. I've only just opened it today, so I'm going to take the filter basket out, put it in, and that is very thick and gluggy. A good little trick you can do to get all your product. Just put a little bit of water in your container there. And that'll wash in a little bit more, and then put the rest of it in. It's like putting in some Fanta. I'll put 100 mils of moist in. I'll just guesstimate it. This is just to help the product get into the soil profile. That'll do. Doesn't matter if it's a bit more. Now what I have forgotten today is a stick to mix it in. But what I'll do instead is I'll just give it a shake once I've got it all in. Put the rest of my water in, washing that through the filter basket. And there you go, there's my mix all ready to go, except I've got to mix it. So it's not all ready to go really, is it? I forgot to say, PPE gear when you're using this stuff, and after you use this stuff, you're going to have to wash out your sprayer a couple of times. And I tend to like, when I'm using pre-emergent herbicides and fungicides especially, using a separate sprayer. A lot of the times I do use my other BA green sprayer for it, but I've got such a little area, I really should use a separate separate one, so I'm going to give this a shake. Just to mix in the product a bit. Now, of course, you can do a mow just before your treatment, and my lawn is totally loving 12 mil at the moment. A nice little bit of height and the extra photosynthesis and the thicker weed mat. Just following the Lawnporn program, which is a free download. That's all I'm doing really, and it is coming up magnificently. So how is my lawn going? Well, yeah, it's totally loving being at 12 mil. Nice and thick, nice green. It's just loving this early autumn conditions, that's for sure. It's really starting to look really neat now. I'm just so proud of it. The retaining wall, well, that is, I've been told, going to be another couple of weeks before anything happens with that, which is a bit of a shame because the season will be ending and then it won't fill in quite there. So a little bit disappointing there. That dry patch that was happening just about here, it's almost healed up now. It's done rather well. I think the amino acids that I added to the last treatment that I did really helped there. Yeah, it's coming together really, really well. The rabbits are obviously having quite a bit of fun, and yeah, that pisses me off. But on a street level, as you're driving past, you don't really notice it that much. But they're having a good old munchy time, that's for sure, and leaving little presents behind, little buggers. But all in all, she's not looking too bad at all. Got to be happy with that. So when you put that embargo application down, up and down, side to side, just to even it out, and water it in for 15 to 20 minutes, just nice and lightly, to get the product into the upper soil profile, and you'll be away to go. Hey Lawnies, if you're enjoying this content, make sure that you give this video a like by hitting the like button and subscribe to my channel. It helps me grow. Get your lawn on. Yeah, baby, look at that. Let's look in the guts. Of course, after your treatment, you can mow straight away after that, but obviously the better mows when the surface is a bit dry, so I'd let the surface dry before your next mow.